Did you guys hear about the recent key performance indicators that WWE revealed for their Fastlane pay-per-view purchases? I thought this was very interesting. Fastlane had did 27,000 buys domestically, with another 16,000 from overseas, for an estimated total of 43,000. Now, this, when you really do your homework, this number is significantly low due to the 1 million subscribers to the WWE network. Break it down this way. Last February's pay-per-view, which was the Elimination Chamber, did 165,000 buys. Yet, it wasn't offered on the WWE network as the service started with 2014's WrestleMania. So due to this, it wasn't subjected to the same pay-per-view explosion, if you will, as this year's Fastlane show has been on the WWE network. And I would imagine, as you guys would probably know by now, you've seen a lot and heard a lot about all these cable satellite pay-per-view providers that are reevaluating their relationship with WWE, because it's like, well, you guys got the whole network thing going on now. Why should we even mess with you all? I mean, you guys are charging like $10. What the hell? You know, we need to try to get in on this as well. We've got our cable satellite customers that are looking at these $40, $60, $70 packages for pay-per-views. They're not really trying to pay that amount. What the heck? And for what it's worth, it looks like some of them, at least DirecTV at this point, it looks like now they're trying to work on some type of a relationship, new relationship at that, with WWE. And I'm just reminded of a really great conversation that I had with kayfabe commentary Sean Oliver a couple of months back, and I remember putting the question out there to him. I say, you know, we got the WWE network, it's $9.99. You look at what's going on with the cable satellite providers, and they're trying to keep that relationship going with WWE, but at the same time, they know that those people that's paying their cable satellite subscriptions, they don't want to feel ripped off. Is there any type of way they can balance it out? And me and Sean were going back and forth on this, because Sean's whole argument was, it doesn't matter how much you make those WWE pay-per-views on those cable satellite providers. The argument is always going to be, well, why pay for this when I can just get it over here for this amount? And honestly, I think the way that it's really going to have to be balanced out, I think in due time, those $40, $50, $60, $70 pay-per-views, it's going to have to drop significantly just to try to compete with the WWE network, yet at the same time make WWE some type of profit. And understand, one of the main reasons why the WWE network came to fruition in the first place is so that the WWE can make 100% profit off of their pay-per-view events, because by them working with the cable satellite distributors, they have to pay a significant price to those providers. They have to get their respected piece of the pie, and they're taking a little bit more than half. So that's one of the main reasons why the WWE network is in existence. Yeah, it stung for them off the break because of all the money and resources that was put into it, but they're finally getting to a point now where they're breaking even and they're starting to gain profits. But I think eventually what's going to have to happen is maybe the pay-per-views are going to have to be $10 to $20 for the cable satellite providers, and it can just be a situation where it's just, hey, you're paying your $10 to $20 for that, and the argument could still be, hey, we hope that you enjoy the pay-per-view, so much so that maybe you should consider getting the WWE network. It's $10, and as a result of it being $10, you get all of this. But to kind of go back to what Sean Oliver said, the argument could still be made, well, hell, why pay that when I can just go pay this over here? I can tell you this, and I've let it be no secret in the past, and it's so funny because me and Tammy were talking about this like right before I came on the air, and we were just going over our household bills and all that, trying to get everything together for taxes and everything, and she's like, man, you know, eventually we're going to have to eliminate some of our premium cable packages, because the way it's looking right now, I've got those hooked up with Encore, Showtime, Cinemax, HBO. I mean, it's ridiculous, and there's like other premium channels that we have that like we don't even watch, and it's kind of like we better hurry up and cut that, because right now we're paying like an extra $24 a month for all of those premium channels, but we only have like a couple of more months left, and then next thing you know, for each one of those premiums we have, we're going to get charged like $11. So that's basically going to be going from like 24 to like an extra 60 something, maybe 80 something dollars, who knows. And I was basically saying to her, I said, you know, we did good with hooking up with Verizon Fios, because when we had Comcast was good, but one of the main things I did not like about Comcast, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure they have VH1 Classics on there, but the main reason why we left Xfinity is because their prices, if you're not on top of it, your bills will just skyrocket. Another thing that sucked was the fact of the pay-per-views. I was ordering the pay-per-views every single month from WWE. So for me to be in the position of, hey, look at the power of the WWE network, I'm only paying $10 a month. See, that's one thing you guys got to hip yourselves to. When you have those people that sit up and say, screw the WWE network sucks and everything like that, you know, I ask them, okay, well, did you ever pay for WWE pay-per-views? And 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be a situation where they may say no, that they've never purchased a WWE pay-per-view. So although they may be a wrestling fan at heart, as far as being a supporter goes, true wrestling fans, they're always going to come out of their pockets to make that investment in that wrestling product that they feel very invested in. They're always going to do that. And so for me, I'm really able to feel the great benefits of signing up for the WWE network. I just hope that with regards to the new negotiations with the cable satellite providers, that WWE, they're able to work something out. I'm hoping they can, but again, the argument could be made, why pay this when you can, you know, honestly, I think it's just a situation where on cable satellite, there's always going to be that market for wrestling fans. And, you know, I think there is that market that's out there where you have those wrestling fans that are not invested in a wrestling product weekly, even though they have free weekly shows. It may just be a situation where they only care about the pay-per-views. Maybe they'll come around for that, or maybe they'll come around for every other pay-per-view. So I definitely think that there is a respected market out there, but we'll continue to pay very close attention to that.